Well, all right. What's up, people? What's up? We are live. Welcome to the stream. If you're in the chat, come by and say hello. The Discord channel is open, and I believe Amar is in the room. Amar, welcome. How you doing? And don't forget, if you're joining us, drop a like. Also, I'd like to remind you that we are also live on Kick. So if you're in the neighborhood, stop by, say hi. Yo, Amar. Amar's in the chat. How's it going? Okay, Amar can't hear me on Discord. All right, let's see what's going on. Am I muted? No, I am not. All right, can you hear me now? All right. Can you hear me? Discord. Okay, check. Mic is actually working. Default. Let's go host mic. What about now? Can you hear me now? Yeah, that's weird. Because everything is working as it should. Mic test. Okay, let's go back to USB codec. Mic check. No, it's actually working. The mic is picking up. That's weird. All right, give me a second. Let me just troubleshoot this. Let's get rid of this. Let's go. Let me try something different. Yeah, technical difficulties, guys. It happens. Let me get out. Let's get out. Yeah. Technical issues with Discord sound. Give me a sec. All righty. Let's see. All right. So try the channel again. Amar, if you can hear me. If you can hear me, try joining the voice channel again and talk to me. See if I can hear you. Now I can hear you. What about me? Can you hear me? Good. Okay. Yeah, there was some sort of glitch in the audio routing. Okay, so now we're up. Okay, give me a sec. Let's see. Um, just actually finishing up a site. Let's see. Join voice. All right. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. By the way, can you hear me properly?
Yep, I can hear you just fine. Okay, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I don't know if you can see my screen right now because there are two different ways to connect. See, now this is a browser extension. You see the Discord browser extension?
are you talking about the AIM thing that you have opened or what?
Yeah, you see AIM, and then on the left side you'll see Discord. You see that, right?
Yeah, I see it.
Right. So that's a browser extension. So it's either I use the browser extension or the Discord app itself. And then sometimes there's
Oh,
a
right.
clash. Yeah. Sometimes the audio doesn't connect properly to the extension. That's what the problem was. Yeah. So what's up with you? What are you up to?
Yeah, I was just like coding a website and just like waiting for you to stream, so that
Gotcha.
we could talk. And yeah,
Right.
so like these night conversation are sort of uh therapies.
I hear you. I hear you definitely. Well, yeah, I'm gonna be on all week, so we are back. We are back 100% now. Yeah, cool. So I think let me see. I was kind of busy today, so I didn't really check a lot of things. I think I saw you on X. What did you
Yeah,
post? What
X I
what did you post
posted.
today?
I actually post for like 2 times a day at X. So like my one post was about that, like the app I'm working upon and the
Mm-hmm.
code, the screenshot code, and
Right.
the next thing was a question, it was a general question. You can see it.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's cool. So this is basically all right, VS Code. So this is your code snippet. What was this for? What is this right here?
This is actually Flask Python,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm working upon a job board app. Like a like simpler version of LinkedIn and Indeed and these type of sites.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were gonna post something about the glasses.
I'm not. I mean, no, yeah, I'm gonna post about. Actually, the thing is that like it kind of feels sort of overwhelming to like post about small classes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna post my normal journey, and when we are like close to releasing our actual product, we are gonna just obsess on marketing as well. But the
Mm-hmm.
thing is that I really thought about it, and we like we as startup founders, we think that the journey is going to be hard, but we are going to make it and all that stuff. But the reality is that not everyone makes it, right? Yeah, we know that it's hard, but we gotta think in the first principle, right? Like, I'm thinking of making glasses and giving them to the world. Yes, perfect. But the point is that building trust among people, and that's the main point. Yeah, like making the actual glasses is not an easy task at all. Like, we gotta wire pies, we
Yeah,
gotta
for sure.
wire it in a way that it doesn't yeah, we gotta wire it in a way that it doesn't break if it falls, or
Mm-hmm.
and we gotta build features. So that's the thing, right? We gotta make it like fast shipping, so that we could get best user experience in our product.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta stuff like uh, like stuff like gesture control, voice control,
Yep.
all that stuff. So first of all, like that's not easy at all to add. And secondly, let's say if we even add it, right? But like then like marketing it and making people trust our product, making people pay for it, that's the real challenge, right? Engineering the product is hard, but marketing and building trust is 10x harder. That's the point.
All right. No, good. I agree with you, but I will let me just put let me just lay it on you this way, right? Your ultimate goal is the the startup as a whole, not just the glasses, but you want to build a bigger company where you can get into robotics, you can get into automation, you can get the glasses would be one product. Am I right?
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So, at this particular time, don't wait to get the glasses super ready so you can start posting about it or to get to a point where you can start posting about it. Start posting about it now. Even if it's just you scribbling on a piece of paper and you take a picture of it and then or you create a diagram and you post it. You know what I mean? Just start putting little hints. And even if it's just one, let's say 10 lines of code, right? For the logic behind Edith. I don't know what you're gonna call it, right? Start posting a little bit, even though if it's once a week, twice a week, because if you're gonna post twice a day, right? There's enough. So now people could go back and see not 10% into the progress. You know what I mean? Start right now. Putting if you go back to
Yep,
my
yep.
like my first video, yeah, I just started just yeah from basically point A. You know, I didn't start at point F. Start right away. And even those screenshots you're posting, even if it's just 10 lines of code that goes towards the glasses, start posting it. That's my advice to you. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, the point, yeah, you're true. But again, like
Mm-hmm.
the real challenge is to build trust among people. And like the only way that to build trust among people
Mm-hmm.
is to regularly post about it, right? So like as you said, if we write even 10 lines of code of the logic, we should post it. Absolutely, you're correct.
Yep.
By the way, what should I name? Or yeah, you said Edith, right? No, Edith is from Marvel, and if I name it, it's going to lose its credibility, right? Because we want it to be, sort of distinctive. And if we name it exactly like the
Yeah.
Marvel one, then it's going to be weird, right? So we gotta name it something original. How about we name it Endio?
Well, now see, let's go back to to Edith for Marvel. Even that, you can't even name it Edith because there might be some litigation issues. There might be some copyright issues. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, exactly.
and the thing is, even if you, for instance, you name it Edith, Marvel might not come after you right away. You know what they might do? This is what they do in the music industry a lot. What they might do is wait for you to become so big, okay, where they know you don't have right now you don't have any money. If they sue you, they're just gonna okay stop using it. They'll send you a cease and desist letter, right? But once you get big, you start making a lot of money, then they will sue you because they know you have money. So they'll take the money from you. They'll say, you know what? Since it's we need 75% or 70% of your profits, then you're screwed. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So to
Yeah, we're like that's so weird, right?
yeah,
But
exactly.
that's the reality of the world.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's what a lot of record companies do in the music business, right? When you if you sample a song and then you didn't get permission or you didn't get a license. Okay, you didn't license the sample. A lot of record companies are not going to come after you. They're going to wait till you become, maybe a gold record or platinum, double platinum. Then they come after you. I don't know if you remember, if you've ever heard the song by P. Diddy. Every breath you take, every
No, I haven't.
step I make. You've never heard that song?
No, bro. Like you just sang so good, bro.
Oh, thanks, man. So that song, okay, the sample that he used is from the police. Have you heard of Sting? Sting, the singer.
Actually, I don't really, listen to much English singers. I usually listen to the Punjabi or, like Hindi, not like general Hindi songs, but
Okay.
Punjabi and rap and
All
all of
right.
that.
Okay. Well, so if you Google these guys and you'll see the reference. And when P. Diddy sampled the song and he released that song became huge, right? But he didn't get permission from Sting to use the sample from the original music. So Sting sued him, right? So Sting waited till the song became so popular. Then he sued. So now every time the song plays, he has to get paid. So the money doesn't go to the artist who used the sample, the money goes to the original creator. So that's what happens. Now, in terms of your project, to name it Ndio, um, I mean, I wouldn't mind, but I think we should find a name
Yeah,
that's
well, hey, how about no? Okay, first of all, tell me why would you mind? Of course, I mean, of course, I'm not gonna name it, bro. I was just joking, but
yeah, I
like, why are you
know.
gonna mind it?
No, I know, I know. It's just from to me, it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't sue you because you used a name or anything like that. It's just in terms of naming it, let's just use AI. You know, let's just use
Uh,
AI
Yeah,
to get a
AI
few,
can give you, better,
yeah,
sort of
suggestions.
advice than any human.
Yeah, exactly. So you tell it, hey, this is the project. This is what I'm thinking. These are um, the features. So you want a name that would reflect, um, that would reflect technology. You know what I mean? AI. Any of these keywords, and then basically tell it give you 20 names, 20 options, and then see what it says. In fact, let me try
How
this
how
right
is
now.
Noah?
Huh?
How is Noah?
Yeah, that could work. That could work.
Let me just, I ask AI right now about you ask it if you want, if you can ask too, and I will ask too.
Yeah, can you see my screen right now? I'm using Aria.
I can.
Yeah, I need 10
Yeah. Also,
name.
I need some name recommendations for the brand as well, because of course we gotta might go big, right? So we gotta choose a decent name. Like I was thinking of Apple, like Steve Jobs, and I was just thinking how genius that guy actually was. Like
Hmm.
Apple, like it's just that name is so elegant and like so good, right? Apple,
Yeah,
great company, you know,
but
and
also,
like the
also,
half.
yeah, also remember, when Apple was created, the internet wasn't that big. The domain name weren't that big. Most short domain names right now are very rare and very expensive because a lot of guys back in the late 90s, I guess late 80s, 90s, let's say 90s or 2000s, a lot of people purchased a lot of domain names and then they just keep them for now. And If let's
Yeah.
say, if let's say you want to buy the let's say the domain name yoga.com, right? If somebody has it right now, it's going to cost you a lot of money because it's popular, it's short, and it is very well in demand. For instance, x.com, a single letter, and you can't even buy those anymore. They're,
Yeah.
they're going to cost you millions of dollars. And uh, now you gotta create words that maybe you spell it different, or you come up with a word that doesn't really exist in the English language. It could be in Bengali, it could be in Hindi, it could be something that sounds cool, but you spell it differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like we have example Nvidia, right? That's the biggest company in the world. Do you know that it reached a value of $4 trillion?
Yep.
Like the biggest company in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like Nvidia literally means that let me just search it. I had just heard of the meaning. It's a Latin word, I think. Let me just yep. So let's back to our the actually, hey, you searched that you need 10 names for a smart glass product, right?
Mm-hmm.
I actually want a recommendation for the AI. Like, what should we name AI first? And then we can talk about the brand name, then we can talk about maybe the glasses as well.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so let's I just searched for the names and you are you willing to hear them right now?
Yeah. How many do you have? 10?
Like 2025.
Oh, good. All right. Go ahead.
All right, so first one is Nova, as I mentioned before.
Mm-hmm.
Second is Luma. Now, like my research partner, he suggested me that name it Luma because it's light and it's memorable and it's sort of AI, vibe type stuff. He suggested me to name it Luma. What do you think about it?
Luma's good. Now,
And we have
let's before you continue. Now once you have Luma, yeah, Luma's great. But usually what I do is I go luma.com, see if it's available. Yeah, Luma's already taken.
I've heard of Olama.
Yeah, because also Luma, you could spell it differently, right? It doesn't need to be because Luma is already because the reason the domain name is very important, right? And if you take luma.ai and if you take luma.net or whatever, people could still find you. But it's usually best if you have the domain name to buy multiple, you know what I mean? The .com, the .ai, the .net, .biz, whatever. So whatever people type is going to go to you rather than going to somebody else. So, all right. So what else you have?
Look, bro, I'm talking about the AI name, not the actual brand name, right? Like
the glasses.
Like when you say hey Noah or hey Lama, suggest me some good restaurants near me, and
Oh,
it will do it.
the AI
Like
name.
the AI,
It's like hey Google.
yeah, it's like that. But yeah, it's like that. Hey Edith or hey Jarvis, that stuff. Like, yeah.
Okay, the actual. It's like hey Siri, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. In that case, yeah, Luma. Hey Luma. Yeah. Okay. Luma.
All right, so the next name is Viz. How is it? No, no, Viz is bad, bro.
V-I-Z.
No, VEEZ.
Oh, okay. V's. Eh.
Neura. It's Neura.
Neura. So
Yeah.
far, I think Luma is the best. All right, continue.
Oriya. Oriya.
Okay, why don't you share your screen with me?
Oh, sure, why not? Sure. Okay, here is it.
Okay.
Can you see me? Can you see my
Yeah.
screen?
It's loading. Yep, got you.
All right, so here we have Oriya here. How is it?
Okay.
And we have Eon.
Okay, okay, Eon. Yeah, I like that. What else?
Halo. We have Halo, or whatever it is.
Was it H-A-L?
And
What? Spell it for H-A-L-O.
LO.
One L, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's Halo.
Yep.
So that's Halo.
All right. And then we have Cairo. Nah, these are bad, bro.
Right.
We have Glint.
Yeah, Glint. Yeah, it's Vision.
We have Scout. We have Blink.
Aura.
We have Aura. We have Muse. We have Pixel. I don't think Pixel must be available, or is it? I don't know. Navy.
Yeah, I mean Pixel is a Google brand. Is like the Pixel phones. So.
Yeah. But when it comes to naming your AI assistant in your glasses, I don't know the case.
Yeah.
And then we have Optics.
Yeah, too generic.
Visor AI, yeah, whatever it is. We have Visor, and we have Synapse. We have Synapse. We have This one doesn't look like. Imagine ARIS, Aris.
Yeah, Aris. Yeah, okay.
This doesn't seem. The name we are so far considering are Nova, Luma, and Aris.
Yeah.
And then we have Viora. How is it?
Nah.
All right. We have iBot. No, bro, not at all. iBot.
Nope.
We have Jarvix.
Too close to Jarvis.
Yeah. Snappy.
Nah.
No. Specta. Right? No. All right. So this is what Strawberry. Hey, meet my intelligent video. So, all right. We have these three named, which we have considered so far. Let's just ask for more names, or in fact, you ask for more names from your AI, and let's see what suggestion does it give.
Yeah, because I think these three, these are pretty solid. These are good options.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, any of these would be really, really cool. Yeah, Luma, Nova, and Aries. And also, what you got to think about when you for these names, it has to be easy for people to pronounce, even with with different accents, that it'll still be, if it's too difficult to pronounce in certain languages or people with different accents, it might be a little difficult, you know what I mean? But these are pretty good. Nova, Nova, Luma,
yeah,
or Aries. Also, you have attacks, you have soft sounds, and you have something that's basically impactful. You know, no, Nova, Nova, Luma,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep. Yep.
Aries. So you gotta think, okay, okay, Aries, or okay, Luma, okay, Nova. I actually like Luma and Nova better than Aries because of the S sound.
Yeah. So do I.
Mm,
So do I. So do I.
yeah, because if you're thinking, okay, Luma, okay, Nova, or hello, Nova, you say hi, Nova, or good morning, Nova. Because you know it doesn't have to be hi. You know what I mean? You could, because Google is like, hey Google. You know, you don't have to do hey or hi Google. You could do good morning Nova or good afternoon Nova. So you personalize it, right? And then it'll respond to you depends on the time of the day, right? It might say, uh, you know, good afternoon Amar. You know, good morning Amar. How may I help you today? Good morning,
Yeah.
Nova. You know what I
That
mean?
that yeah. Let me tell you something.
Mm.
Yeah, but you were talking about like, look, we gotta give it a keyword so that it could wake up, right? It is not going to be, listening to you 24/7. It's going to be activated when you call it. So we gotta give it a specific keyword. We cannot, give it practically. We cannot give it more than one keyword, or maybe we can, right? I don't know,
No,
but
you
like
can.
we gotta give
No,
it.
you can. You can give
Six,
it more
we
than
gotta
one
give it
keyword.
6 keywords.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can maybe, but like like if let's say if I say good morning Nova and the good morning Nova is not included in the keywords, it won't listen,
No, of
right? So
course
we gotta
not.
be,
Of course not.
yeah. So we gotta,
Which is why, if you say, for instance, you know, the mic is always listening. So if you say good morning, it's not gonna wake up. It's gonna wait for the full sentence, like
exactly,
good morning, Nova. Then it responds. But if you just say good, it's not going to respond. If you say morning, it will not respond. If you say Nova, it will never respond. But if you say good morning, Nova, then you make it strict that you know you do not respond to any of these other keywords, but you only respond to all these three words together, right? So good morning,
yeah,
Nova. Otherwise,
yep, that's true.
you know what I mean? So all right. So what am I searching
Yeah.
for?
By the way, like, you should search for and suggest us, like names for our smart glasses product, the
Mm,
AI within our smart glasses product,
yeah.
like the specific AI that, like, not the general smart glasses, but the AI within the smart glasses. Search the name for that.
Yeah, AI assisted
Also,
smart
what should
glasses.
we what should we price? Like, what should we price it at? What do you think? Like, let me tell you something. The making cost for the glasses is around, like, the making and shipping cost
Mm,
all included is going to be around, like, initially I'm talking about the initial version, the version 1 that we launch in early 2027. It's going to cost around 150 to $160 per
mm,
unit,
mm-hmm.
along with shipping, along with making, like, total, like, 160 or 180 maybe. But yeah, around that. Also, these are estimations, right? These are not fixed prices. It could be more, it could be less, no one knows. These are just estimations according to my research, right? So according to research, it gives us around estimation of $150, right?
All right.
So, like, what should we price them at? Like,
Mm.
I think $250 is a good price. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, why don't we look at the cost? Because right now we're in 2025. The cost projection from now to 2027, 2028 will basically change significantly, right? And I think what we should aim at is try to focus on bringing down the cost of manufacturing, right? The cost to procure all the different elements, you know, the camera sensor, the screen, all the electronics that it will require to actually build the initial product. That means batteries, you know, all the modules that will be necessary to build it. Have you looked at the cost, for instance, for a camera module, like a miniature camera module? Have you looked at
Yeah,
the cost?
I have,
All right. What are we looking at
I
cost
have
wise?
even. Let me just break it down some in sort of detail for you, okay?
Mm,
And right, so wait a second. Let me just find my research. I actually noted it down. So let me just find it.
cool. Well, in the meantime, I got 10 names.
Oh, okay. You can name them.
Let's see. So I asked you, I need 10 names for an AI assisted smart glasses product. This is here are 10 ideas for your AI assisted smart glasses product design, sound modern, tech forward, and brandable. So these are futuristic and sleek type of ideas. Neural lens. Okay, NUROLENS. Neural lens. So it says it suggests intelligence and advanced perception. Neural lens. I'm not really crazy about it. What do you think?
No, no, Neuralink. It's a long name, right? So like we don't gotta give it long names. We gotta give it at max 4 to 6 letter word that is easy to pronounce for every accent, as you mentioned, and
Mm-hmm.
something like that, which is pretty rememberable. Like Neuralink, no, not at
Yeah,
all.
I don't like it either. So Visionix. 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 Or we could actually remove
First of
the
all,
we could remove the I and put Vision X. But again,
no. To be look, bro. Like the thing is that we gotta make it for general use as well, not just the people who are more into tech, because the people who are more into tech will understand these names, but the
mm-hmm.
people who are more general, like they won't be able to get these names. So we gotta give it a very simple yet very elegant and attractive name.
Yeah. Number 3. Auralis. AURALIS. Yeah.
Oral, Oralist again, bro. That's a little complicated, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Suggestion number 4, Glai. GALI. It's a minimalist combo of glasses and AI. That's a play on those two words, glasses plus AI. So Glai, which is short, but it's kind of abstract a little bit. It says futuristic, but I don't see it as being futuristic. I see it more like being more abstract. Glai. What do you think of that one?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It doesn't seem really, like that sort of not the type that we want for it.
Mm-hmm. Number 5. This is basically I'm using was it? This is ChatGPT actually. I'm gonna try with Perplexity after. See what it says. Number 5, Spectral Q. Nah.
To be honest, every single I just gone through every single of the names,
Mm-hmm.
and all of them are trash. To be honest.
Yeah, yeah. This is again. Sometimes ChatGPT hits it out of the park. Sometimes it gives you poo poo. Hydra.
Look at the name, bro. Like, look at the name.
Yeah,
Clever C, and Bright Lens. Like,
yeah,
these are trash names.
yeah. ChatGPT pooped on that one. So Uptick, no, with a Q. Halo View, nah. Even Halo would have been even better, but I'm sure Halo's taken already. In fact,
By the way, are you sure that you have told it to give names of the AI assistant and not the smart glasses itself?
well,
Yeah, AI assistant.
let me try Perplexity because I have better luck with Perplexity because
Okay.
uh, whenever you um whenever you prompt Chat GPT, you may get amazing results, and at times it just goes completely freaking. It hallucinates. You know what I mean? It just goes, all right, here I'm gonna throw you something just to make you happy, but it doesn't really put a lot of effort behind it. Perplexity. In fact, what was it this morning? I installed a local LLM, which I need to test actually. Yeah, so and this particular LLM that I installed, it's I wouldn't say it's jailbroken, but it's got it's uncensored. Okay, because a lot of these LLMs, well, actually all of them, the ones that you access through the web browser, you know, through a chat, even ChatGPT, Perplexity, all of them, Gemini, if you ask them certain questions, they will not answer you because it'll tell you, sorry, I can't answer that question. Like if you ask it to help you write a malware, right, to attack a certain network, it'll tell you, nah, it can't do that. But
Yeah, because they're trained to be ethical.
yeah, exactly. But the one that I installed locally, it doesn't have those barriers, so you can actually ask it to do anything; it'll do it for you. All right.
Oh, even have banking system
Huh?
like the one you mentioned that doesn't have any barriers. Can you hack the entire banking system with it as well?
No, no, you still can't do that. But if you ask it some questions, it'll answer you. But we got somebody in the chat right now. It says Adventure Kids. Hello, brother. Hello, AK Adventure Kids. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. And as you coming in, drop a like on the stream. And hey, don't forget, we're live on Kick as well. So drop by and give us a follow. How you doing? What are you working on? Adventure Kids. Yeah, so let me see. Okay, now I got Perplexity running. Okay. I need unique. Adventure Kids, you want to join the Discord? I'm here with Amar. I'm here with Amar chopping it up. The Discord link is in the description, or you can scan the QR code on the screen right now and then just join us on Discord. We're live right now. Yo, Perplexity is giving me some weird names here.
What can you name them?
Yeah, let me switch. Can you see that?
Wait a second. Yeah, I can see them. Okay, Vivid LW3.
Yeah, it's putting
Next up PM7 Pro. What are those names?
Yeah, Glide 54X, Up TS, Order HPI, Opt FN3. These sound like Chinese brand names and stuff.
Okay, I guess you should prompt it in a specific way. Like prompt it, right? I need names for an AI assistant because I am building a smart glasses that consists AI assistant or something like that, right? And then because you are asking it to name your literal glasses, like AI smart glasses, so it is going to give the name of literal smart glasses, which we don't want. For now, we want the name for pure AI assistant, right? So that's the case.
Yeah, that's weird. Oh, I can't even enhance the prompt here.
Yo, we got 4 watching, right? That's cool.
Yeah. For Hey, welcome guys. Welcome to the stream. If you're joining us, drop a like, and we're live on Discord. So if you want to talk to us, talk to Amar and myself, just come on in. And in fact, let me just the QR code is on the screen right now. I mean, you all know the drill. It's either you hit it through the link in the description, the Discord link is in the description, or you can scan the QR code if you're using your PC or whatnot, and join us on the Discord for a voice chat.
The most expensive part about our glasses is going to be it's going to be the lenses themselves.
What's the cost?
Because they're going to be augmented reality lenses, right? So there are, of course, the cost could vary, but in general, it's like $30 to $50.
Okay, that's almost a third of the price. If you're thinking, 150,
Yeah,
160 to build it.
Yeah, and the rest of the parts are actually not really that expensive. Like, let's say, sensors, frame lenses, packaging, they're not going to be that expensive. Like a batteries at max, it's going to cost like $10. And a microphone and speaker, they're at max going to cost $10 to $15. And all this, so yeah, so they're going to be under $150, right? And yeah,
right. So then if the glasses itself is $50, that's basically it's a third of the price. What about Bluetooth module and stuff like that? All that is what's the price for that?
Yeah, Bluetooth module is like, it's almost like around let me just see. So that's very important. So the main microcontroller is going to be Raspberry Pi 02W, right? And or it is going to be ESP32. And display, we have micro OLED display, and we have camera modules as well, like Raspberry Pi. Actually, Raspberry Pi is a good option to they could cover like 90% of the specs, like they deal with electronics. So they have Bluetooth module, they have camera module, they have display module, they have a microcontroller as well. So we could just order all that stuff from just one shop, one website. Audio system, we have microphone, and
okay. So,
And
all right, all right. Sorry, you mentioned Raspberry Pi. Is it a miniature Raspberry Pi or the Raspberry Pi that I know? How are you gonna fit it in the glasses?
uh, it is a Raspberry Pi like
Which model? Because
zero two W zero two W.
okay,
Yeah.
let me check it. Raspberry Pi. Pi 02W. Let's see. Okay, Raspberry Pi. Let me see. What are the specs? What are the dimensions?
By the way, do you know what is going to be the hardest part in engineering?
Yeah.
It is going to be the exactly that you mentioned, the exact problem that you mentioned. It's going to be, like fitting them all inside our glasses. That's the real challenge.
Yeah. Because as I'm looking at this Raspberry Pi module right now, it's still too big. Unless
Yep, you're right.
yeah, unless you reverse engineer it, that means you take the circuitry, right? And you miniaturize it. That means you'd have to redesign the whole thing. And the hardest thing to redesign, because I'm pretty sure, you see, for instance, the all these ports, the USB ports for whatever data uploads or to reprogram the chips and stuff like that. They already have miniature ports for that. And as I'm looking right now, I believe this is a USB port. That's a regular size USB port. The chip, what is that? The RP3AD-AU 2041. That chip is still pretty big, so you'd have to basically miniaturize. Remember when I asked you about miniaturizing the components? That's what I was talking about. Because
Yep, you're true.
because in order to fit that module in the glasses, the band that goes behind your ear, it's going to be massive. It's going to be too big. It's going to be too freaking bulky. So that is a stumbling block right there. So
Yeah, that is a real issue, but no, remember, no problem comes without a solution.
of
We have a
course,
solution for that.
yeah, for sure. The only thing I'm thinking of right now is to reverse engineer this Pi. Okay, find
Yeah,
the
we
the
have alternatives as ESP32, like search for ESP32, like it's a
ESP32.
yeah.
ESP32. Reject. So okay, so VROM 32E module, USB-C, 4 megabyte device kit, development board for IoT, smart home, industrial control, dual core, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. Yeah, this might be one component, but it won't give you the power of let's say the Raspberry Pi. The Raspberry Pi is more powerful than this. Just at first glance.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, just at first glance.
Let me tell you, yeah.
Even in terms of
Yeah,
RAM,
yeah.
this only has 4 megabytes of RAM. Okay, dev kit. Let's see, development board for Internet of Things. 240 megahertz. Okay, yeah.
let's go with Raspberry Pi 02W, right? So, but by the way, I'm like like while making our glasses and wiring the pies, wiring the modules, it is gonna seem like I'm a Nikola Tesla, right?
Yeah, for sure. Because here's the thing, right? The amount of power it's going to take, especially the glass is going to be AI assisted. So you need to be able to run a distilled, trained model. That means that model is going to have to be capable of. It's going to have vision. Okay. It's going to have anything you can think of: gyro, GPS, Bluetooth, audio, and that's two-way audio. Okay. That means microphone
Yeah.
and speaker. And when you look at, for instance, the Raspberry Pi 2W, what I'm looking right now, okay, memory 512 megabyte. That's already more respectable. Storage capacity 512 megabyte. Not a lot, but I'm pretty sure the onboard memory could be expanded. All right. CPU 1.1 gigahertz, which again, technically it could work, but the model has to be tweaked so much so that it will be limited in terms of its context window. You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, of course,
its context window is going to be very limited with that type of architecture. Because remember, with these specs, even though the 512 megabyte of RAM, and you're not going to be able to utilize all that 12 megabyte memory of RAM, because remember, the operating system is going to take some, okay? Some background tasks are going to get some memory. And the AI is going to need some memory, most of the memory actually, to have enough context window so it doesn't have to keep reloading stuff. And by reloading stuff, that means whatever you told it 5 minutes ago is going to forget. It's not going to keep the context window. Ideally, you'd like it to keep, to be able to function all day with the same context window. That means whatever you told it in the morning, it's still going to remember at the end of the day. So that's
yeah, we are
you know what I mean?
we are probably going to add something like that.
Yeah. So context is going to be very important, because otherwise it's going to be useless. If it has all your, let's say, your schedule, right? It's okay. I wake up at 5:30, right? Boom. I go to the gym. Okay, I work out for an hour. Boom, I go back home. I have breakfast. And then by then it's probably, 8:30, 9 o'clock. Okay, then you start checking your email or whatnot. And then you have your first, let's say, virtual meeting, okay, through the glasses still at 11 o'clock. And then from 11 to 12, then you take a lunch break. Okay, you go to lunch from 12 to 1. And then 1:30 in the afternoon, then you got a meeting at the bank. You know what I mean? So then it already has all that mapped out. Okay, this is whether you're driving or you're taking the Uber, it knows exactly where you're going, it navigates, it knows everything. So let's say if the context window is not big enough, and let's say you lose your context by lunchtime, then the rest of your day is basically you're gonna have to go back to your phone to look at it, which will defeat the purpose. You know what I mean? So here's what I'm proposing, okay? What I'm proposing is to find a guy who's really good in hardware. Do you have any friends who are interested in hardware stuff?
Around me, no, absolutely no. And do you know why? Because every single of my friend, like I don't even talk with my friends that much now, but
Mm,
before, like the school friends that I had, they're all in Insta reels, Instagram stories,
okay,
and girls and all this stuff. So nah, I don't have any. I'm all alone, right? So I gotta wear multiple hats. I
gotcha.
gotta be the hardware builder, I gotta be the software builder, I gotta be the marketer, I gotta be the salesman, right? So initially we are going to wear multiple hats, of course, but of course with time we are going to like
Mm,
maybe get hire people, hire graduates from university, graduate from university at the age of 18, where we are supposed to go to university, and now they are passed out of university and working under me.
yeah, because the reason I'm saying that, okay, is because now to hire a top level um, hardware specialist, it's it's expensive. Therefore, it's always best to hire, not really to hire, but in your circle to find. Of course, now you're not in university. You're not surrounded by guys who are also passionate about startup and build, but um, along the way, that will happen, whether it's on LinkedIn or Twitter, X. Somebody might pop up, and make sure you talk about it. Pop, even on some of your posts, talk about what you're building, and then these are the things you are looking into to try and find a hardware guy. Because I think okay, let me see. Can you see my screen right now?
I can.
Right. Okay, I'm sure you all right. I'm on Amazon right now. You see this Raspberry Pi in the enclosure with the red border right there?
Yeah, I can.
Right. So this is pretty big already. I think, okay. Here's a simple solution. For the prototype, before everything gets miniaturized, right? Build the module as an external Raspberry Pi, because it's not that big, right? But it's still big to fit into the glasses. What if the module is external like that, and there's a cable that connects to the glasses, and then this goes into your pocket, your shirt pocket or whatnot? That could be just to test things out, just to make sure everything works. But once everything works, it'll be easier to now miniaturize everything and say, okay, how do we find the miniaturized parts? I'm sure there are miniaturized parts, okay, to
Yeah, yeah, they must be.
to embed them into the glasses arm. In fact, while we're here, let me try this. Let me do this. Um, Smart glasses, miniature components. Right. Let's see. Clear OLED. Okay. Raspberry Pi. LiPo battery. Wireless headphones. Okay. This is kind of it's kind of Frankenstein. You see, right?
Yeah.
Okay, these are the components. Yeah, I mean, even this right here, nothing's been miniaturized. Everything is pretty much, all right, Raspberry Pi. Okay, code snippet. All right. Yeah, you see, this is kind of bulky right here. Let's see.
Yeah.
This is super bulky. Okay, he's got the wireless headset. Okay, first method. This method by far the easiest to accomplish with only 2 clicks. First, make sure your Bluetooth headphones in paired mode. Okay, this is for the headphones. Second mode, in depth. First, need to initialize the Bluetooth agent. Type Bluetooth control power on, agent on, default agent. Okay. All right, scan on. That means for automatic reconnect. Okay, I guess this is a 3D printed. See this right here? That's ugly. No one's gonna.
Yeah.
No one's gonna wear that. It's too bulky. Yeah. Too bulky, and it's no one's gonna buy it. When Google first came out with the Google glasses, it was not this ugly, but it was bulky, and people just shit on it. Time to code. What is this, Python?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Python. Okay, prepare the Python file. Okay, import the libraries. Blah blah blah. Okay, app IDs, authorization token, functions. Let's see what very tedious type. Okay, while loop, if statements, catch all. Yes, of course. Full code, import time, dateline. Okay. Test, okay, bullshit, hello world, okay, how to use before executing the code. Okay, news. Exit program, okay, SMS. Yeah, nobody uses SMS anymore. Could be WhatsApp or whatever. Discord.
Hey, and we have 2 blueprints for our glasses. You wanna see them?
Yep. Show me.
Yeah, share. I'm sharing my screen. Okay,
You
so
sharing right
see,
now?
watch my.
All right.
I'm sharing. Are you watching my screen?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, there. See this.
Okay.
We have this,
That makes more sense.
right? And we have this as well. Wait a second. This as well. But here's the deal. It is like in the scratch address whereas this thing that makes it ugly and bulky. This thing. So we gotta do something about this.
Yeah. Also, you see where this is placed? This is going to annoy. First of all, it's not going to fit on your temple, right? The side of your head. If this would be there, if it's on the outside, yeah, it would be more manageable, but it would still be ugly. It can't be on the inside, right?
Yeah.
So it has to be on the outside, but also the best thing would be for everything to be encased in the arms themselves, which is where miniaturization becomes important. And trust me, it's going to be a lot easier to get miniature components within the next couple of years.
I mean, we are going to release it after 1.5 years, so we have time.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we don't have a lot of things. Of course, we are, with AI, with tech, we are going with more advancement, more faster advancement, as you have mentioned it before as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we are going to have it, no problem. Okay, for the prototype, we will have to sacrifice looks for working. But
Yeah.
after we are done with prototype, we would definitely make a focus on looks and focus on functionality as well. For example.
Yep.
Okay.
No, the most important thing is the functionality, right? It's not a fashion. Of course, fashion is the last. It's the last piece of the equation, right? The style. The style. If it's stylish, it's going to be a plus. But the main thing is to get the functions to work as they should. That's the number one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, in the meantime, just get the components where. All right. You see how this guy right here into his 3D printed glasses. There are no miniature components. Everything is the Raspberry Pi is here. The other module is on the other side, plus the LiPo battery. That's a LiPo right there. It's quite bulky, but as long as it works, that's what counts. Then, once it works, then you worry about the miniature components.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, that was 3 months ago. That was 2 years ago. Okay, now I'll have OLED display. Is the music too loud or is it okay?
What is it? What is it?
Is the
What you
music
said
too
there?
loud? Can you hear the music?
Mm, yeah, I can. I can. Yeah, I can hear the music.
It's not too loud, is it? Nah. Is the music too loud? No.
Okay. Hey, like, what if we, by any chance, miss the AR augmented reality thing? What do you think will happen?
Well, I guess the AR would be a plus, and it would actually make the experience a lot more, I guess, immersive, right? And also, it'll allow you to navigate the real world without having to go between modes. You know what I mean? So if the overlay, whether it's navigation or whether it's other information displayed on the screen, if it's going to be blended with your natural environment because of AR, it's going to make the experience more enjoyable and more immersive and less detached from the real world. But it could still work. But AR would definitely be would be better. But if it's not there, I don't think it's going to be a deal breaker.
To be honest, I think people would prefer AR a lot, right? Right. First of all, the thing is the posts I have at X,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I have mentioned AR a lot in them because I love augmented reality for a reason. It's because AR looks cool to me personally, and I would wanna add them. But again, here the miniaturizing thing is the biggest problem, and uh, you know, do wait a second. Do now we have AR. Eh, So yeah, so AR is going to be a huge win for us. You know why? Because currently no smart glasses in market have proper AR. Now it's true that miniaturizing is a big problem, but
Mm-hmm.
after a year, after 1.5 year, we might have a solution. What do you think?
No, for sure. It's gonna be well in terms of implementing, AR code wise. It's not gonna be a problem. Now, the main problem is going to be in the hardware, right? It's the hardware that's going to
Exactly.
be, for instance, okay, look at my screen right now. For instance, you
I
see that,
am. I am.
yeah, this is a German um, glass, smart glass, and see these right here, these components right here, these are independent. So you have, instead of having one display, what you see most AI have, and then somehow it shares the display, instead of being, like a mono focal, it becomes a dual focal. Now this is a dual focal, right? You have one. You see that? You have one glass here, one screen here, and another screen on the left. And as you can see right here, I don't know if you can see this, advanced in XR technology 4K smart glasses. All right. So this alone, okay, this alone tells you what type of power they're pushing behind this technology. To be able to push 4K display, the first thing you got to consider is these modules are going to be significantly more expensive because they're 4K, right? They're not uh, they're not 720p or 1080p, or even some of these low quality ones are just 260p or 340p, right? So their resolution is quite low, but because it's so close to your eyes, then you don't really perceive the pixelation on the screen. But this is 4K, okay? And as you can see, it actually has XR technology, all right, and it has AR, okay, AR and VR. So it has augmented reality and virtual reality. So this is pretty much the top of the top. And then you see it even won an award at Business Innovator. But look how big it is. We can't really see. I'll try to find different photos of it to see the side view. It's quite bulky, you see?
Yeah, it is. It is bulky, bro.
Yeah, it is quite bulky. And that's because I guarantee you, this company, they have a lot of money and research and development and doing all that type of stuff. And even them, they were not able to miniaturize to the level of, let's say, a Google Glass or any of these other companies who were able to miniaturize to a point where the glasses look exactly like a regular pair of glasses, right? So this is another approach. Instead of trying to go too miniature, let's try. Of course, we don't have to go 4K display because it's gonna be crazy. Just to
Of course, of course.
Yeah, you know, just to find a way to build it with the smallest components that are available on the market right now, and 2 3 years from now things are going to get even smaller, right? Then it'll be version 2. You know what I mean? Like V2, V3, and so on and so forth, will be ready for miniaturization.
Actually, yeah, I was, planning to, like I told you, I guess this, right? So like
Mm.
in mid or late 2028 or like early 2029, I'm planning to build sort of glasses that completely replaces smartphones. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you could access Netflix, you could access Instagram, WhatsApp, all in glasses. After 3 to 4 years, which is a pretty good amount of time for the tech to be miniaturized. What do you think? But before that, of course, we gotta do something good before that. Right? So yeah, so that's the thing.
Yeah, definitely. And this is again, you see on the screen right now, most of these other guys who are doing VR and AR go for things like this. Why? Because it's easier to find parts that will fit in a design like this. As you can see, everything is in case. You don't see any cables, you don't see any. I'm sure there are ports somewhere, you know, the USB port to charge or to update the firmware or to do different things, right? And everything's in case. The battery's in there somewhere, and the arms, all the electronics, everything, camera somewhere embedded in there in the glasses. Um, but this, you wouldn't be walking around with that, you know what I mean? Because unless you have a camera, the camera's always on. But then it's
Yes,
it's
of
not
course,
like,
of course.
it's not like your real vision where you're actually looking through.
You will be at Mars while we're wearing these, right? You're not
Yeah,
going to be on Earth.
exactly. So this is a little too futuristic. So what I was thinking though, you see this? Of course, this is a rendering, but this makes more sense.
Yo, wait a second. I was uh
All right, chat, what's going on out there? We're live. Drop a like if you're lurking in the
bro, I just
background.
realized
Mm-hmm.
that like your streams, like after just a day, your stream have around 200 to 300 views.
Yeah.
What is that thing?
Well, because
Like why is that?
it's the time zone. A lot of guys are in the States. So when I'm live, that means they're not online. They watch it later. If I go live, let's say at around 2 p.m. or 7 p.m. No, I would say between 3 to 7 p.m. Then I have a lot more people on the live because that's where most of the early subscribers, they're online when I go live. But right now, a lot of them are, because I switched the schedule a little bit. So instead of catching it live, they watch it later. That's all.
Oh,
Yeah, I still get some pretty good views, some pretty decent views, 150, 200. The most popular one, I haven't broken the 1K view yet. I think the most I have was 660 something. which is
They're still pretty good, bro. They're still not bad.
yeah, which is a lot because imagine if you have a room full of of 600 people. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah. Like, why don't like they should join on live stream, bro? Like, they shouldn't join after the live stream. That is
Yeah,
weird.
but a lot of people work, right? Guys work or go to school or whatever. So, but hey, it's all good. I'll try to, because I'll need to upload some, not just lives, because I haven't actually uploaded any videos, pre-recorded videos. So I'll start doing some shorts as well, and then some pre-recorded videos. That's in the plans. But so far the lives are, yeah, they're building up. They're building up. So check out these glasses on the screen right now. Of course, that's a render.
Like, so yo, yeah, glass.
Yeah, so that was okay. That was published last year. Yeah, look at the name,
Yo, what?
Orion.
What happened?
The name,
Orion glasses.
yeah,
Wow.
this glass is Orion. You know what Orion is, right?
No.
Orion is a galaxy. Like our galaxy is the Milky Way, right? So you have all the different galaxies in the universe. So Orion is one of them. So is Kickstarter available in Pakistan? Amar, where you at? I think Amar crashed. Maybe there was a power issue again. All right, boys and girls, if you're in the chat, Discord is right there. Discord is open, so come on and chat with you guy. The link's in the description, or scan the QR code on the screen. Come on to Discord and let's chop it up. We're talking about AR, VR, augmented reality, virtual reality, and all that good stuff. So who's out there? Who's working on anything, any projects in AI? What are you guys working on? Talk to me. Let's go. We are live, and by the way, we're live on Kick. So hit your boy up on Kick right now. Of course, we're live here on YouTube. All our links are in the description. You can follow us on Twitter, X, TikTok, and a Discord server. So join in. Yeah, if you want to talk to me, the Discord voice channel is wide open. So come on in and talk to your guy. Once again, Kick is live. We're live on Kick, y'all. Come on up. Come on down. And we need a couple more likes. We have 23 views so far, just a single like. What's going on, guys? What's happening? Give your guy a like. We got 2 likes. Thank you very much. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, so if y'all have any questions for me, I'm right here in the Discord server. We are live. The voice channel is open. Or if you're the shy type, just drop your question in the chat. I'll be happy to answer you. Let's go. All right. What's up, y'all? What's up? Okay. So what are we looking at here? We are looking at yet another project. This is a project that I built a couple of months ago. So we are looking at basically sweeten it up a little bit. A couple of things that needs to be done. The back end, I need to work on the back end, and I need to basically fix the dashboard. The dashboard will comprise of a series of modules, lessons. In fact, let me just go back to the main page so I can show you guys what we're talking about. Okay, things are running a little slow right now because I'm streaming on the same machine, and although I'm looking at my stats right now, the GPU is running at 64%. Okay, my SSD is just bugging. I think I'm at 92% full, so I need to move some stuff out of the main, because it's a pretty old machine. It's a Mac Mini M1, only 8 gigabytes of RAM and 256 SSD storage, which is, I mean, it does the job, but it's starting to get a little annoying because I got to keep moving stuff, on and off the onboard SSD. But I got a bunch of storage, but it's a pain in the ass having to shuttle things back and forth. Anyway, my next purchase is going to be a killer rig, M4 chip, lots of storage, lots of RAM, and probably get a couple of those as well to run my local LLMs, because I'm training a few LLMs for in-house development, so we don't have to keep paying for API costs for tokens and stuff. So just getting ready to deploy a couple of LLMs, train a couple of LLMs myself. So it's going to be an absolute must to have a pretty beefy machine to run these things. All right, so this is AIM. AIM, what is AIM? You might ask. Is alpha. Sorry, I got a bit of a frog in my throat. All right, so what is AIM, you may ask? AIM is Alpha Impact Mastery. Alpha Impact Mastery. So this is pretty much a project that I'm putting together, and it's basically, especially in the age of AI, there are lots of opportunities out there to go out and build things. But also, we can't neglect the human side of things. So this, of course, is going to be AI driven. However, it's going to center more around us, men. So things that we're going to cover in the AIM, and the Alpha Impact Mastery program is basically masculine frame. Let me just read it for you, so you get an idea as to what's happening. So, develop unshakable confidence and presence that commands respect in any room. Learn to embody the timeless qualities of masculine leadership. Okay, so basically, it just teaches you. It will be able to teach you how to command a room, how to present yourself as a man, as you should. All right, not as a wimp. Chest up, chin up high. You know what I mean? And you got to work on yourself to achieve these things. When you walk into a room, people will notice you. Then we're going to have a module on resilience. Resilience basically build mental toughness to overcome any challenge, transform setbacks into stepping stones, and develop the grit needed for long-term success. That speaks for itself. So resilience. So success is not about what you do and what you succeed in always. It's about once you've failed, what do? Do you stay down or do you get up and you keep going? So that is resilience. That's what we're going to talk about. And we're going to talk about leadership. So leadership, master the art of inspiring others and creating impact. Develop the communication skills and strategic thinking needed to lead effectively. Okay? So these are qualities that we're going to talk about. Then we're going to have a module on wealth. Of course, wealth is a component of is an important component when it comes to building yourself as a well-rounded masculine man. So wealth, create financial abundance through strategic planning and execution. Build systems that generate wealth while maintaining work-life harmony. Okay, does that make sense? Then we're gonna talk about self-defense. Self-defense. Develop the physical capabilities to protect yourself and those you care about. Build strength, agility, and tactical awareness. So these are all things that we take for granted because for a lot of us, we've never experienced a war. We've never experienced strife. We've never been even punched on the nose. So you've never gotten into a fight, so you don't know what it's like to get punched in the face and how to respond, how to react, how to get kicked where the sun doesn't shine. How do you deal with that? How do you take a punch in the solar plexus? And how do you navigate? If somebody tries to attack you, what do you do? If somebody has a bat, what do you do? If somebody has a knife, what do you do? If somebody has a gun, again, You know, I'm not going to tell you what to do right now. All of those will be covered in the self-defense module. And last but not least, the sixth module will be authentic relationships. So build meaningful connections that elevate your personal and professional life. Master the art of authentic communication and emotional intelligence, which is going to be very important because remember, your network is your net worth. So I've gone through this multiple times in my life where I keep my circle really tight, and the hangers on and the energy sappers, the time wasters, are pushed to the wayside, okay? Because the first thing they teach you, okay, as a lifeguard, when somebody's drowning, okay, do not approach them. Do not approach them from the front. Approach them from the back. Grab them and then drag them to safety. If you approach them from the front, most likely both of you are going to drown, okay? So we are going to cover authentic relationships. So those who are positive, keep them around. The negative ones, be ruthless. Just cut them off. Okay? It could be family, it could be friends, could be close friends, could be anybody. All right? I'm not saying just get rid of people at the first sign. Of course, you give them benefit of the doubt. You try to help them out, but if they're dragging you down constantly, if that guy who always goes out on Friday night gets into a bar fight and then is always calling you to go and bail him out, at some point you're going to have to put your foot down and say, hey, this is the last time. Enough is enough. I'm out. So that's going to be the sixth module, authentic relationships. All right. So, of course, these are placeholders in terms of success stories. That's going to be replaced. And ready to join, we're going to have an application process. You can subscribe to our newsletter. And if you have a question, then of course you can always contact us to get in touch. And as you can see, we have the overview, the curriculum, our coaches, FAQ, about us, a blog section for, articles, a career, of course, contact form, and the privacy and the legal stuff, the regular stuff. So this is pretty much what AIM is all about: building empires, inspiring leaders, unlock your fullest potential, and become the architect of your own legacy. AIM is a transformative coaching program designed for men ready to lead with purpose, power, and integrity. There you go. So this is pretty much the tour of AIM, the landing page. On the next episode, we're going to cover the back end. I'll give you guys a sneak peek on the back end, the modules. We'll have, of course, live coaching sessions and all pre-recorded sessions as well for all the 6 modules. As you see here, of course, this is boilerplate, but it's going to be the number of man transform, and again, 6 core disciplines, which is what I showed you guys here. These are the 6 core disciplines. Alrighty. So anybody in the chat, you want to drop us a like if you have any questions regarding this project. Your boy's right here. I'll be here for another half hour or so. So if you have any questions, just hit me up. If you want to talk to me, the Discord voice channel is wide open. So join the Discord server. Here's a QR code right now. Scan the QR code, or the link is in the description. Come on down and talk to your guy. If you have any questions about building startup or building websites, building apps with AI, building your startup with AI, talk to me. It's your boy. Drop us a like. Let's go.
know what's real. Cut the string, the chaos rain, puzzle pieces lost again. Click, click, clatter, walls collapse, building up just to see it fall. Batter, shattered, now I'm torn. Order crumbles into storm. Fractured lines are broken in time. Try to mend what can't be saved. Constant churn and endless spin. Gears right down to broken end. Click, click, clatter, walls collapse, building up just to see it fall. Batter, shattered, now I'm torn. Order crumbles into storm. Fractured lines and broken time. Try to mend what can't be saved. Constant churn and endless spin. Gears grind down to broken end. Click, click, clatter, walls collapse, building up just to see it fall. Batter, shattered, now I'm torn. Order crumbles into storm. Waves, crash dreams, clash, lost and mystified. Voices, screen tearing seams, no place left to hide. Click, click, clatter, walls collapse, building up just to see it fall. Batter, shattered, now I'm torn. Order crumbles into storm. Tick, tick, tock, my mind won't stop. Numbers world, don't know what's real. Cut the string like chaos rain. Puzzle pieces lost again. Corner walls collapse, building up just to see it fall. Batter, shattered, now I'm torn. Order crumbles into storm. Click, click, clatter, walls collapse, building up just to see it fall. Batter, shattered, now I'm torn. Order crumbles into storm. Fractured lines and broken time. Try to mend but can't be saved. Constant churn and endless spin. Gears grind down to broken end. Corner walls collapse, building up just to see it fall. Batter, shattered, now I'm torn. Order crumbles into storm. Texture, lies flash, dreams clash, lost in this divide. Voices scream, telling sings, no place left to hide. Click, click, clatter, walls collapse, building up just to see it fall. Batter, shattered, now I'm torn. Order crumbles into storm. Click, click, clatter, walls collapse, building up just to see it fall. Pattern shattered, now I'm torn. Order crumbles into storm. Click, click, clatter, walls collapse, building up just to see it fall. Pattern shattered, now I'm torn. Order crumbles into storm.
Waves crash, dreams clash. Lost in this divide. Voices scream, tearing seams, no place left to hide. Click, click, clatter, walls collapse, building up just to see it fall. Pattern shattered, now I'm torn. Order crumbles into storm. Click, click, clatter, walls collapse, building up just to see it fall. Pattern shattered, now I'm torn. Order crumbles into storm. Click, click, clatter, walls collapse, building up just to see it fall. Pattern shattered, now I'm torn. Order crumbles into storm.
Well, all right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. That's your boy Ndio. We're about to get out of here, y'all. So thank you for stopping by. Again, Amar, always on duty. He had to cut out early today, but hey, thank you for hanging out, brother. So we will be back tomorrow, where we'll dive into the back end for this build right here. I'll show you the dashboard, and of course the last component will be the back end, which I'm not going to be coding live for obvious reasons, for security reasons. So this is AIM, all right, Alpha Mastery, Alpha Integrated Mastery. So look out for AIM, all right. So we'll have more updates coming tomorrow. So I'll be here for another minute or so. So if you have any questions, last minute questions or whatnot, so drop it in the chat. I'll be happy to answer. In the meantime, just follow us on all our social media platforms, and the Discord server is up. Here's a QR code. Feel free to scan the QR code, or the link is in the description. So just follow us on Twitter. Join the Discord server. We're also on TikTok. And Kick, of course, we're live on Kick as well, and of course here on YouTube. So once again, thank you for tuning in. I will see you tomorrow. We're out.